Hello everyone. Hello everyone and welcome back. So today we are going to continue on our house and civilian pedestrian mechanisms and a little bit of pathfinding. All right. Let's start. We're in here. Okay. So what we see right now is that they don't really move properly along the roads. So give me 1 second because I think something is. All right. All right. There we go. Excuse me if I sound a little bit rough. I'm having tea. There we go. Okay, now we're ready. So today we're going to look more into the lane segments and how we can enable traffic in the future. So let's just look one more time. We will just build one road and one house. And what happens is the guy goes here. He I believe what happens is that he realizes that it's faster to go straight there than it is to go down there and then there. Okay. So we have two questions. Should we go back to the mechanism we had before, where our house has a node that is then connected? And I think we should do that. So the house should in fact be a node. And or not be a node, but create a node. Okay. All right. When we create nodes now, are they in any Okay, no, they are not in any layer right now. That's okay. Hmm? So now we create a node there, and then actually let me just see something real quick here. Yes. So now we need to make them to make the pedestrians a little bit smarter. But what we can try. Let me just see here for a moment. Okay, so if we don't have a next node, we set the next node. And if we do have a next node, yeah, so this is, we should make some comments. So, okay, now that you do it properly, there we go, there. So, one thing that I believe is very important is that the lanes themselves that we're going to move on should not be any um, longer than like the distance between the nodes themselves. So the nodes are going to have like a certain how do you say radius. For example, when it's a traffic stop, it's going to be um, like basically a square or whatever, right? It's, to in between the roads to draw. And yeah, so let's start by doing that. So when we create the roads, let's try and see here. So that should be in the script here. Create road segment, yes. See. So the lanes are actually created. They're distanced in the perpendicular axis of the road, if that makes sense. And so now we also have to push them again back. So okay, let's go in the game because we can set some global variables in here. So the lane width itself, should that be the determiner? Sure, we can. No, let me set a. I think I would like to set it to actually something a little higher, like 24. We can always change these later. So. All right. Let me open this one again. Should be here. Okay. So here we set them, right? Yeah, see, this is the perpendicular line. Unless there is a reason to just save it as perpendicular line. Because now we're doing the calculation every single time. Let's see. Doesn't really matter that much. Now I'm overthinking it. Okay, so and there we go. So we also want to actually push these. Yep. I would like to try this. Let's see. Yeah, I think it should be like that. And then we should also do the same with the There we go. Mm-hmm. It is actually almost what I want. So let's try and see if there's anything we're doing wrong here. Oh, let me try and see which ones. Okay, so it is the backwards lane that is messed up. Okay, cool. I think this might be the answer. Yep, awesome. And there's as I tried to mention, it's good reason for making it like this. Now we can see a little bit better, and then I want to like have more control over the node in here. So the node should know, the angle of every road, and be able to like draw nodes in between them, or like connections in between each lane. Yeah. So then let's try and go into the road segment itself. Lanes. So it actually, so we start by recognizing. Okay. So here we push to we push to the lane, to the lane array, or the list of lanes. We push to the forwards and backwards lane. Okay, cool. Okay, and then so now we have the road segment. That's actually pretty good. So let's try and open the node. A node has a list of roads and a name. Okay. So the question is now, should we calculate some, so the node would most likely be responsible for some calculations when we should make better road building, like the road building could still use a nice touch up, unfortunately. um, but it's going the right way, and I think moving a little bit in the other dimension instead of just continuously focusing on this road builder is also healthy for for my mental. I don't think this is going to work. No. I think it's because of the so okay. Yeah, okay, this is not gonna make a difference right now, but okay. Here, no, this is down here. Determine next row if there's exactly one. Otherwise, this. Okay, so now if there's exactly two, we can say choose the other one, right? All right, so we can still use this variable next node because in this situation down here we have not yet set it to -1. Okay, so we're basically going to do the same thing as we do here. Okay. Um, so let's see here. Current lane. Should we then also have current road? I think yes. So we would basically have the same. So here we set the current lanes and okay, so we should also have some more dynamic um, like yeah, I don't know how to say dynamic what? Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. Give me 1 second, please. Okay, so I think actually what we just have to do is make it for every single and I don't like that the I comes in the end. And so then we would see is the road of that one or the end of that one closer. Mm-hmm. Is the node in the end of the road, the next road, is that closer to our destination? Let's try and see. I'm pretty sure here. Ah, okay. And so I think what I would like to do actually is to say multiplied by 0.75. And that will maybe incentivize them a little bit more to use the roads, because we will also have, or actually 2 out of 3. That should be fine. Because the speed is 2, and then the speed using the roads are 3. So it would be like this. Or actually, maybe it would be different, but you know what, it's fine. And so yeah, there were some issues there. think it's because I accidentally destroyed a node or something. Okay, so there clearly there is some issues regarding the pathfinder. Maybe I should just not do this right now. Yeah. We're going to set the potential node. Just to next node to begin with. Yeah. So yeah. All right. So let me just say else. So it's basically the same as those one up here. So first we find the node. Then we ask, is the node? So we gotta do something like this one here. So now we have chosen the. So is the new node's distance to our destination smaller than our own distance? Then we can choose it. Okay. Then we say next node is equal to potential node. There we go. Now it's starting to make sense again. Good. Very good. And there we go. Okay. So now it goes through all the potential nodes, roads and nodes. for every road, it chooses which node it should be. Like, so for which road, it finds the end node of the other direction from which it's going, so that we find the outgoing, right, from that node instead of the incoming. Then we ask, is it the question I just asked? Then we, if so, we change the next node. And because we're doing it for every single one of them, by the end of it, the next node will have been changed to the one that is no, actually, we will do something. Sigma chosen node. Okay. There we go. If chosen node is else, and so actually, instead of all this, we can just do boom. Now I don't know if this is enough. Nope. No. Okay, so now we just chose the node. Okay, that's fair enough. We didn't choose the. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay, I see. We definitely also need to. Okay, so we need to. Like this. Potential node distance. Okay. And then because we need to use this again. So maybe not. Maybe not that one. We'll just calculate it here for this particular. And I actually would like to change all the pot to potential, because it doesn't actually, it only makes it more confusing. I'm just checking if this works by itself. I'm not quite sure that it does. Okay. All right. So let's see again what happens here. So okay. So it could be the fact that it doesn't. It just. Let me try and do something here. Try to do like something like this. Just to see how if it can like. See, that's the thing. Sometimes when you have to debug in this game or in this program, it can be a little bit tedious. But I think I would like to just address what we are looking to do. So if there are more than one road to choose from, find the end of that node. Hmm. So we also need to set the new lane then, right? And I know right now it will just most likely just jump between the two, and I think that's okay. All right, I don't think actually anything's gonna happen right now. It's probably just gonna bug out now. Yeah. So the pathfinding in itself, we can definitely work more on, but I have a feeling that it's better to do a little bit to focus a little bit differently or more wide to start some other things as well. And so when we create a house, we also create a node here. I think we should remove this again until we have a mechanism that creates a road out, a connecting road out. and I have an idea. So in the house builder, this is the house allower. Let me just see. That's right. That's last time we did this. We made this road here, and so instead we should in here build the node and connect to the road. Okay. Okay. So let's go down here. I think at some point we should make it into a specific type of node, a house node or something like that. Also to like say if you want to have parking inside a building or something like that, it should also be possible. But for now, I think this is good enough. And so here we can split the road because we can split the road if we have to. Okay. And so what's going to happen is we're going to find the road that we will connect our house to. And then we will see if there's any node near that area. And then we will, so I'll write it down here. Okay. Find road. So we're gonna get the mouse direction. And it has to be no, wait a minute. House angle, yeah. That's right. Collision line. Right. Collision line X is equal to the length, yeah, and then the length can then be like, we could do like recursively, so we increase the length until we find a road. So I think actually this could work a little bit already. Let's see here. Yeah, so it's actually not this, it's the collision area, and it's not even this place here either. And that will be for next time, I think. This has been a little bit slow today, but I have been feeling a bit sick, so we have both been feeling kind of cold today, me and my wife. So thank you for participating today, and I'm looking forward to soon being able to make a video, like a real video, so that could be feeling and looking a little bit better. So take care, everyone. Thank you for participating, and I'll see you next time.